Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Apuborama, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into the 3 only purchases you will ever have to make when it comes to vehicles in Grand Theft Auto Online. These 3 vehicles will accomplish every single task you will be stuck in easily. There's not a single compromise you will have to make. Now, they are expensive, but personally, I believe it is well worth the money. So, as always, make sure to click that subscribe button down below if you enjoy this content, and let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. But as always, this is an opinionated video, so if you disagree, deal with it. I don't know what else to say. Alright, so in the number 3 slots, and when I say number 3 slot, I just mean this is the 3rd vehicle we're talking about. I think all of them are great, and I'm not really going to try to rank them against each other. But the first vehicle we will be talking about is the Deluxo. I love this car. It's fast, reaching a top speed of 127 miles per hour on road, and that actually makes it quite maneuverable, especially when you compare it to the hover mode. You see, the Deluxo's real strength is the fact that it can fly, hover over water, makes completing certain missions quite nice. The Deluxo does feature missiles, and that obviously allows it to be super dangerous as well. We can see currently I'm doing a gang termination mission for my agency, and using the Deluxo just makes this an absolute breeze because I can chill in the sky, I can fire missiles, and as you'll notice, the Deluxo missiles do not mess around. They will hit every single shot you fire, and it's just so easy to mess around with this car. We can see I fired that missile all the way in the back. We actually killed a gang leader, so we're going to just lower our car a little bit. We're going to aim in here. There you go. Oh, we missed that one. There you go. Easy shot. We gotta tilt it a little bit more down. I'm just worried that I'm gonna blow my car up here, so I guess we can move a little bit. But again, I mean, it's just so easy to use the Deluxo in these types of situations and fling missiles at everybody. We can see there's an easy kill. Oh, a little bit of a awkward shot, but there you go. Easy hit. Let me just land it on the ground. That way we can shoot missiles at these guys in here. There you go. Another gang member has been terminated. There's 2 left. We can actually see both of them as well. Looks like one of them is inside of this train car right over here. So let's just turn around. Let's land our Deluxo like this. Fire a missile. There you go. One of them's killed. Then we got to get this last one. Not sure if that missile's going to get him. Nope. We'll just fire another. There you go. Leave the area. So that mission normally would be quite painful if you don't have a missile firing vehicle like the Deluxo. But guess what? With this car, it literally takes just 2 minutes. We get $37,500, and we add more contracts to our overall tally, giving us better passive income. This is why the Deluxo is great. It hovers, which makes it amazing for dealing with anything on the ground, especially when it comes to public session missions. But the crazy thing about the Deluxo is it is also amazing at dealing with jets in the sky. The Deluxo can nuke anything, as long as you know how to dodge the missiles, which granted does take a bit of skill, but once you figure it out, it's a breeze. And the fact that you are able to just dodge missiles like no effort whatsoever and just slam a missile directly into a jet or anything trying to dogfight you, the Deluxo is insane. Easily one of the best vehicles in the game, and it is criminally underrated. So I would highly recommend to get your hands on this car. We now arrive to a vehicle that is only in the video for one single reason, and that is the fact that it is able to be used in missions. Missions are always fun, but they do present a bit of a challenge, especially judging that a lot of weaponized vehicles are not able to be used inside of missions. For example, if I were to call up my mechanic right now and ask for my Deluxo, it would not show up in my garage list. That is the same for an Oppressor Mark II, or any really weaponized vehicle, scramjet, anything like that. The Vigilante is the only missile-firing vehicle that has homing lock-on that can be used in missions, and this is insane. It basically gives it just a hierarchy over every other vehicle, an advantage that you cannot discount. It's crazy good. Why are homing missiles so mandatory? Well, as we can see, I'm currently doing a mission. This is one of Vincent's missions to obviously get the new Cluckenbell farm raid set up. And using the Vigilante just makes this so easy, because all I need to do is launch missiles at these guys from a safe distance. I never once really have to counter them at all. I just fire missiles off in the distance here. We can see I'm killing them. These are very accurate missiles, which is very nice. There you go. Let's get this guy in here. Anybody else? Well, we got one more guy. Let's back up a little bit. That's why I backed up. This car cannot survive any explosions, so you do got to be a little bit careful every now and then, but, I mean, seriously, that's it. They're all dead. Every single thing is dead here. There's like one guy left. Who cares? Literally in about 1 minute, I have cleared this entire mission area, and we can already acquire the military gear. This alone is why the Deluxo is in today's video. Because whether you're doing the Dr. Dre VIP contract and calling in the Deluxo to clear the guards on the Disrupt mission, or you're doing Vincent's missions here, it is just so absolutely mandatory to have a Vigilante. It is incredibly useful. And I should also mention the Vigilante is fast. It has a rocket boost, allowing it to achieve a top speed upwards of 160 miles per hour. And because it's a supercar, it actually has decent handling as well. Look at how fast we can accelerate up to our top speed in this vehicle. I mean, that's crazy. And it gets the rocket boost back very quick as well. So you can just use the rocket boost like this, get up to top speed, and start boosting away. Some other things I really like about the Vigilante are the fact that it's very heavy. So even though we got a big ol' SUV in our way, I mean, look at this. No trouble whatsoever. We fling that vehicle out of our way. This is why the Vigilante, again, is great. It means when doing missions, if enemies try to drive into you, which they always do, and they'll try to brake in front of you and shoot you in the face, well, that's not possible with this car. If they drive into me, guess what? Yeet! Bye-bye! No issue whatsoever. So yeah, the Vigilante is amazing. It is super important to get your hands on. And if you ever plan on doing any missions, this is a must-have. And then we have this, the Oppressor Mark II. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with the Oppressor because I also really like the Sparrow. But for the majority of use case situations, I cannot deny the Oppressor Mark II is amazing. First of all, it is a fantastic anti-griefer vehicle. And that is because, let's say somebody's trying to grief you, you don't have your Oppressor out, right? So it spawns in, you call it in, you're running over to it. Well, it features a rocket boost, which means that you instantly get up to max speed, as we can see. This is crazy good, because if somebody's trying to kill you, and they're using homing missiles or trying to blow you up in some ways, being able to just instantly accelerate up to your top speed is crazy good. You also feature flares, which means that you can distract whatever missile is being fired at you at least once. You're tiny, which means you can very easily outmaneuver most homing missiles unless they are the Deluxos or Mark II missiles, which is also really, really nice. The only problem with the Oppressor is that the missiles are pretty dookie. Rockstar nerfed them, which does make them quite a bit worse in my personal opinion. But the Oppressor is still very good because at the end of the day, it still features homing missiles. And as we can see, homing missiles make completing any mission very, very easy. We can just shoot them from a safe distance, launch them into basically everything around me. And, I mean, there really is just very little effort being expelled here. So, yeah, the Oppressor Mark II is amazing. It always will be. It's the fact that it's just so capable in so many situations. Like, here we are. We're going to clear this boat really quickly. There you go. We eliminated another lieutenant. I don't know where this last one is, but we're just going to see if we can get him killed. Oh, let's aim down a little bit. There you go. We'll aim there. Oh, yep, that was it. So the whole mission, gang attack mission, is over. That took me, what, literally 1 minute? There you go. We got $50,000. So just like the Deluxo. In that regard, the Oppressor can complete missions very quickly. The advantage is the Oppressor is much faster. It flies at 130 miles per hour. That is 40 miles per hour faster than the Deluxo, and it's much smaller, which means you can bob and weave through little things that we can see here. And even though it is a motorcycle, as we can see, I mean, you're not getting knocked off when you crash into things with this motorcycle, so that is also really, really nice. Personally, I don't really care for the missile capabilities of the Deluxo. They're nice, they're a good deterrent, and they help you with missions, but the major thing I like the Deluxo for is just the fact that it's super fast, super easy to use, and really any situation you're going to be in. So these are the picks that I have for the best vehicles in the game. If you get any three of these and you combine them together, you're not going to have a single situation where you cannot get the job done. We have the Deluxo for obviously overall dogfighting capabilities when it comes to jets, completing missions easy, just having a fun time. We have the Vigilante for completing actual missions outside of public lobbies, and we have the Oppressor Mark II for speed and overall maneuverability, getting from point A to point B. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!